What is going on, y'all? What is going on? We are definitely going to be doing a Libra and Scorpio collective readings tonight. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. If y'all are watching this video via YouTube, do keep in mind you can always fast forward to the reading of choice down below. Oh yes, Libra and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. We are going to be starting out tonight with the Libra collective reading. I will be waiting about 8 minutes from now so that the Libra collective can join in on the live stream. And then thank y'all to the Scorpio collective for being patient with me. I will be starting the Scorpio collective reading shortly after I end the Libra collective reading. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank y'all for all the love and support. Once more, I appreciate you so much. Libra collective. Where is my Libra collective? I'm so sure neighbors outside want to get loud and chatty outside my apartment right as I start the live stream. No, Pisces is not tomorrow. Pisces is on Saturday, if I can talk. Aquarius and Pisces are on Saturday. Mondays are for Aries and Taurus. Tuesdays are Gemini and Cancer. Last night, being Wednesday, was Leo and Virgo. Tonight is Libra and Scorpio. Fridays are for Sagittarius and Capricorn. And then, yes, Aquarius and Pisces are on Saturdays. Nice to see you back. Well, thank you. I do recognize a lot of the profile pics. I can't necessarily put a first name to the profile pics, but even the profile even the profile names, nicknames look familiar. I said Libra here. Hi, hello. Hope all is well. We will be waiting for everyone else to join the live stream. Hey, I know you. Some of my followers, I've even, as one just joined, I've even befriended on Facebook.com. I've been watching you for at least a year. I've gotten private readings from you before too. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, I've made Facebook.com friends on here. I've well, yeah, I'll put it that way. I have followers from like Norway. One is from Ireland. I've got followers from all over the place. I feel like you helped me get through a large chunk of my life. Aw, I so appreciate that. Wow, y'all, dang, putting me in my feels. What we doing today? Well, Miss Carrie, we're doing Libra and Scorpio, so you just might be joining at the right time. Should I end the connection with a, well, time shift? I do want to mention that I am doing 2 zodiac sign collective readings from Monday to Saturday. She said, obviously I'm a Libra. Yes, I have a gift, a talent for remembering specific people's zodiac signs. And sometimes I can even guess a zodiac sign. I've done that before. Once when I was in Texas, I guessed this dude, a musician by the way, was a Pisces, and he was just mind blown, like, whoa, like I did a magic trick or something. He said he is a Cancer while you are a Sagittarius. I think Cancerians and Sagittariuses can get along as friends. However, I'm not. Maybe I could be wrong about relationships, but I definitely could be wrong when it comes to relationships. I don't see how that would work, in my opinion. I'm sure it could work, but I mean, Sagittarius isn't necessarily the most. And this isn't a bad thing against them. It's just an observation for me, from me, that they aren't the most, like, comforting. Comforting, is that the right word? Y'all, I apologize. I don't know why my neighbors decided right when I start my live stream to get chatty and like have a party or something, a gathering right outside the apartment. Sagittarius is the wannabe Leo. Wow. What up, homie, to you? It said Saggy is the wannabe Leo. I've heard that actually about Virgos. It's a classic neighbor behavior, ain't it? I don't always listen to Pantera, but when I do, so do my neighbors. I've actually heard that about Virgos, that Virgos are the wannabe Leos. But, yeah, because they were, like, born just a little late, right? Y'all get the analogy there? And that's why they're still uptight with Leos, is that Leos are too, outgoing and, I don't want to say flamboyant. Leos are like just out there, they shine, whereas Virgos are like, they're playful, let's put it that way. Leos are playful, so then Virgos are like, no, you're too playful for me. I'm going to be judgmental about you being playful, right? No matter the case, what is up? I know you're a Scorpio. Scorpio Collective, we will be joining. We will be doing your reading here soon. Libra Collective, we need to get into your reading though. What do we have for the Libra Collective? Thank y'all for being patient with me. It's nice to reconnect with old followers of mine. I myself have been getting a little chatty, and here I am being a Virgo ascendant, Virgo rising, about my own neighbors. What does the Libra Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? I don't take cards that fall out of the deck. Less than a minute, and we're going to do 3 shuffles. What do we have for the Libra Collective? My schedule is for once is totally open for this. Nice. That is what is up. It's an honor to be doing this reading for all of you tonight. Plus, I've upgraded 100 times over. Heck yeah. Y'all, it is 38 after. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty, y'all know what to do. If you are new here and how I do things here at Free Will Tarot, I'm about to do a bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, oh yes, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Right there in the comments. So I can cut this deck. Y'all are on it. Y'all are on it tonight. I don't know why it's been so dead the rest of the week, but y'all are on it tonight. I'm about to throw a freaking rock at the neighbors or something. Jeez. I sure hope y'all can't hear them. There it is, and there it was, the bridge shuffle. go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. It could be a sword, scissors, obviously, dagger, knife, clothespin, thumbtack, a trident. Tridents are cool. You know there's a trident emoji. Some sharp cheese is a favorite amongst a few of my followers. A gentleman dressed in a tuxedo looking sharp. No matter the case, it is 40 after. I do feel like it's a good time to just go ahead and cut the deck with y'all's emojis. Thank you for participating in such a way that keeps it fun. It keeps it fun. That's literally all it is. If you're thinking that, oh no, it's demonic energy transfer, you're literally overthinking it. I totally wish if I was on the other end, you know, viewing a tarot reading, because I too watch tarot readings and I sit on the sidelines like, man, I want to interact, I want to, do something, but obviously the main point of a tarot reading is the reading, so this is literally just for entertainment. But y'all, we totally have cut the deck. Thank you for being patient with me. Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is the person of interest. Here is the similarities and common ground between you both, and here's the possible outcome and or advice. All right, Libra Collective, do keep in mind this is a collective reading, meaning that this reading here is not going to resonate 100%. The examples I give of the interpretations, the metaphors, the analogies, none of them are going to resonate 100% for a specific individual out there watching this. With that being said, take what resonates, leave out the rest, and we will get right into it. Alrighty, Libra Collective, you are starting your reading out with the Temperance card. Speaking of Saggies, the Temperance card is, yes, associated with Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to mean anything specific to Sagittariuses. Maybe some of you are currently dealing with one, maybe you have in the past. Nonetheless, it doesn't have to mean anything with Sagittarius. I'm just saying, it's associated. You get the gist. Temperance card in the situation tells me that maybe there's a situation that needs your patience, in which you're going through in the next week or so. Maybe you're telling your thoughts, calm down. Let's not, over worry or over stress ourselves. Maybe you're telling your emotions, calm down. Let's not worry. Let's not over feel, or you get the gist there. Trying to find a balance between mind and heart. Said it keeps lagging. Oh my goodness. That's annoying. Is it freezing up on anyone else? When I do this, does it freeze up on y'all? Maybe even if I reverse it? No? Is it lagging for anyone else? Very annoying, yes. No, I see ya. Okay. It's good now, haha. But it skipped a bunch of the first card. Well, no matter the case, I was explaining how it's associated with Sagittarius. Maybe that's all it skipped. No matter the case, yes, the Temperance card does suggest that maybe you are needing to be patient with yourself, patient with the process, the situation, maybe patient with this person. What card position? This is the situation. Temperance in the situation. Meaning, this is how you are showing up to your own reading. needing to be patient with yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, the situation in general, maybe this person in your environment, which we do have a card placement for. The Seven of Cups in the challenge. Let me go back to the Temperance card. I do recall the Temperance card meaning doing things in moderation. I do apologize for skipping back to the Temperance card, but as I'm doing these readings, I keep remembering other interpretations that I used to use in these live streams and these readings. So remembering now another interpretation of this card, doing things in moderation. Whereas we don't want to, let's say, overindulge in food, overspend our money, oversleep. That's a good example. Try your best to do things in moderation. Well, I mean, that's not necessarily advice. I do think now is the time that you could be practicing doing things in moderation. Whether it's spending money, sleeping, etc., etc. Y'all get the gist there. The Seven of Cups then in the challenge. This is a weird one to have in the challenge, because Seven of Cups and any other placement in the spread I use would mean that you're feeling confused, emotionally, confused. There's a lot of things pulling at you, at your heart, at your attention. I'm about to go ballistic. What reading are you doing? This is the Libra collective reading. And I mentioned that I'm about to go ballistic because there's a huge freaking out of nowhere. Just stay still. It's bad enough I have neighbors out there chatting right in front of my apartment. They're out there like sitting on a chair or something, chit-chatting. No matter the case, I'm going to try to get through this reading, y'all. Seven of Cups and any other placement in this spread. Yes, this is a Libra collective reading. We will be doing the Scorpio collective reading here in about 13, 14 minutes, give or take. Thank you all for being patient with me. Seven of Cups in the challenge. And any other placement, we could say that the Libra would be feeling confused about all the options as to how to move forward, maybe options as to how to communicate with this person. Maybe you're feeling like you need to feel this way or feel that way. Or maybe there's another option as to how to feel. It's like, okay, too many options. It's just confusing. My favorite example of this interpretation is going to a gas station, just wanting to get a regular, Reese's cup, but then you see there's an Oreo flavored Reese cup. And then there's the peanut butter and jelly Reese cups. Oh, peanut butter and jelly Reese cups? Yes, please. But then you see the egg-shaped Reese cups for Easter. And then there's the pumpkin-shaped for Halloween. The tree-shaped for Christmas. And it's like, okay, I'm just being pulled in way too many directions. I can't choose just one, right? That's my favorite example of the interpretation of this card. However, in the challenge, we're going to read it as a reversal. Gotcha. I got him. I wish it was with my hat, but no matter the case. In the reverse, maybe there's some sort of clarity about how you feel about the situation. Maybe there's a lack of confusion, which could be very good, obviously, very positive. Ha ha ha, the challenge for Libra always is making a split decision, indecisive as fuck. I don't feel like this is indecision, though. with the challenge, it's like I'm finding it challenging to be, or yeah, challenging to be confused, maybe difficult to be like in this confusion. Said, is this Sag? No, Sagittarius would be tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah. Sag and Capricorn is tomorrow. We're doing Libra right now, and then in a little bit, after we end the Libra reading, it will be Scorpio. Thank you for asking, though. Scorpio. Thank you for asking, though. I do feel like you're trying to do things in moderation, yes, with the situation being temperance, being patient with yourself, being patient with this person in your environment. Seven of Cups in the challenge, meaning you find it challenging maybe to be confused. Looking at the card upside down, it's like all important feelings getting dumped down the drain. Well, keep in mind, is anyone else notice that I'm frozen? Am I lagging at all? I'm still moving. Let me know if I'm being frozen. I cannot stand that. Am I freezing up? Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna have to do the best I can then, y'all. Yes, really bad. Really bad. I don't know what to do. To leave out and come back in. That's good. Yeah, you are. I'm sorry, it's happening in stages. Leave the live stream, come back in. Maybe it'll stop. I don't know what else to do. Y'all. Leave the live stream, come back in. Hello, welcome back. Hopefully that fixes it. I'm going to keep waving. Seems better now? Awesome. I apologize for it, but it's kind of out of my control. Maybe y'all are dealing something with, that is kind of out of your control too, and that's why you're needing to be patient with yourself, do things in moderation, to try to calm your emotions, not be so confused about a situation. Could be. Is it better now? Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure why that Seven of Cups is in the challenge. Miss Carrie did mention how the cups being upside down looks like a certain type of way. I want to mention that if the cups are upside down, maybe you're just trying to empty out all emotions in general. Keep in mind, not all of these options are going to be healthy. I mean, look up there. There's a dragon in that cup. So, not all these options are going to be healthy, or the responsible option, or the mature option. Correct? Because I do know some Libras out there are wanting to take the pity route, or not pity, but like the petty route. Like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just done. How about that? There's an option. Yeah, it is what it is. I know that's a saying that a lot of Libras love to use. It is what it is. So you know what? I'm good. No, you don't get no cake. I don't get no cake. No one gets no cake. That's an option. Like, no, hold up. Just empty out all emotions of the situation. Empty out any emotions towards any decision making. That very well could be. With the Nine of Wands, someone in this situation, it sounds like a plan. Oh my goodness. I should have never even went there. But no matter the case, too many emotions, I can imagine. Nine of Wands. This person in your environment, they feel like they have the energy to keep fighting. This is the wounded warrior. They're still going. They're still investing in this situation. But I mean, they've got some sort of a wall up as well. They've built a wall. They're still going. They have just enough energy and fight in them to keep going. I will say another interpretation I remember with this card is reminding, let's say, the cross watcher for the Libra reading that the light at the end of the tunnel can be seen. You're almost there. Keep going. One more card to the 10 of Wands, and you can let go of all burdens. Right? So yes, cross watcher, do keep going. You're almost there. You can almost see yourself getting to the top of that mountain and putting down all of your I keep wanting to say resources, but like your gear, your packed, your gear, let's say. If you're climbing a mountain and you have some sort of hiking gear, sleeping bag, all that stuff, you can finally put it down once you're at the top and can see the top of the mountain. But it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, resources for sure. But I mean, resources didn't feel like the right word at the time. No matter the case, I do feel like things are looking up. With the Sun card. I mean, this is the happiest card of the deck. I do feel like there's optimism, especially if we're super close to Leo season. Heaviness carried to the top because needed all them essentials. We are coming into Leo season. Maybe y'all are past the worst of it. Let's hope anyways. The Sun card does talk about optimism. However, we do have a card that is associated with air signs, with placement of sun. The Sun card is the similarities or common ground between you both. That is, you are in this energy of, I'm doing things in moderation. I'm going to try to be peaceful, calm, balance out my emotions and my thoughts. There's another interpretation that I'm struggling to remember with the Temperance card. Something about tempering the thoughts, tempering the emotions. Temperance, is it not? To temper oneself, right? To balance everything out. But yeah, that would be your energy, Libra. Whereas we have this person in 9 of Wands. They're definitely the wounded warrior of sorts. They still have enough energy to keep them going though. Whereas you're both being optimistic. There might even be some light being shown on some truth. Maybe then there's some clarity coming through for the both of you. Almost as if to say, if this person is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, there's some truth being shown to them about the situation. Almost as if to say, if you are tempering your emotions, your thoughts, trying to be patient, it's all because truth is being shown to you. Clarity is being given, right? Whereas King of Swords and the possible outcome and or advice could tell me that y'all are not so emotional about it anymore, which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, I feel. Maybe some of the Libras want to be, emotionally invested in this situation. But King of Swords is telling me that you're more so head over heart. Said cut it off. The difference, in my opinion, with the King of Swords versus the Queen of Swords, mind you, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us, depending on the situation, depending on who all is involved, right? Tarot is not gender specific, so do keep that in mind. It could be that most Libras out there, maybe not most, it could be for the next week, Libra collective is being more so in this masculine energy, seeing the truth, knowing the truth, recognizing it, using their wisdom, their integrity, their moral compass, moving forward to, yes, maybe cut it off. It's going to be different for everyone, I'm sure. Case by case scenarios, all that fun stuff. If this is the advice, if this is the advice here with the King of Swords, which is a weird card to have for advice, but at the same time I could see, stay in your morals. Stand in your morals. Stay in your power. Recognize your power. Recognize the truth of the matter. Yep, I get the message. Okay. As long as one person gets the message, that's all that matters to me, really. We are going to get one card then to end out this reading. One card to end out this reading. What does the Libra need to know moving forward to end out this reading? Hopefully I don't get a card that I've already pulled from this Oracle deck once already from any of the 6 previous readings this week. Yeah. Let me pull one card that we haven't seen yet. All right, 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, y'all. Top card is the card you need to see to end out this reading. Ooh. Beautiful. Love it. Gorgeous. That is, look beyond the surface. Yes. Yes. It's going to mean something for some of you. Maybe even all of you. Look beyond the surface. Never, ever, ever judge a book by its cover. At least try your best not to be superficial and judge a situation all based off of your first reaction, your first initial emotional reaction. Because yes, while this person might be triggering you, all because of something they're saying or doing or not saying or not doing that they probably should, if they are to be a good communicator and a good leader, try your best to understand why they're saying it, why they're doing it, why they're not saying it, why they're not doing it, right? There's going to be a deeper reason for their behavior, for their communication or lack thereof. No matter the case, a few more seconds to appreciate the artwork, and we will read. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. Y'all, I freaking love this card. With that being said, I think this is what I have for the Libra Collective. I hope it helped. I hope it was entertaining at the very least. Maybe even enlightening. Enlightening? No. It's not the word. I usually have this whole speech at the end of my readings, and I'm having a huge brain fart as to what word I'm using. At the most, I hope it's pluh. No matter the case, I hope it helped, y'all. Do keep in mind I will be uploading this video to my YouTube channel in the next 6 hours. If you just so happen to join the live stream at a later time than you would have liked, definitely subscribe to said YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot. Same title, same logo. And then I also have Free Will Tarot 2.0. I've been uploading to both of them in the last couple weeks. With that being said, I must shuffle these cards back into the deck. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. And we are going to start the Scorpio reading. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, I do personal paid readings on Sundays. That's $20 through Cash App. I know some of you mentioned you've already gotten a personal paid reading from me in the past. I do hope those were helpful. Yeah, just wanted to make that known. Yes, more than one. Okay, gotcha. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And she recommends that y'all get a personal paid reading. I appreciate you saying that. Oh no. We got cards of flying. Scorpio Collective. These cards are ready to be read. Scorpio Collective, thank y'all for being patient with me. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button, the like button, share it with a friend or a family member or coworker who you know has Scorpio in their chart. If y'all are OG followers of mine, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for joining me. Joining me tonight. Alrighty, we are a little late getting into the Scorpio reading, but what does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward? What does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? As I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot. Scorpio Collective, what do they need to know moving forward? Let's do 3 more shuffles, y'all. After I cough up one of my lungs. A 1, a 2, a 3. Scorpio Collective. Y'all know what to do. I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Oh yes. So I can cut the deck. Send them through the comments. Send them through the comments. If I was smart, I would have brought my water in, so I have something to drink. But y'all, no matter the case, oh yes, the scissors. Here it is, and there it was. TWAS twas. And of course, I have to approve some comments. Not a problem. Alrighty, y'all. Scissors, swords, daggers, knives, thumbtacks, clothespins. Tridents are neat. Axes are cool. No matter the case, y'all have already sent some emojis. Let's go ahead and use them to cut the deck. Thank you for participating in such a fun way. Alrighty. Scorpio Collective. Let's get into your reading. Scorpio Collective. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both, and the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, Scorpio Collective, do keep in mind, this is a collective reading. None of the examples, metaphors, etc. that I use in this reading are going to 100% resonate with a specific individual out there watching this reading. Do keep in mind, this is a collective reading. With that being said, take what resonates, leave out the rest. And yes, we're going to get into this reading. Scorpio Collective. The situation with the Nine of Pentacles does tell me that you have created an environment that is very comfortable, very stable. It is flourishing. The fruits of your labor have ripe. And it shows in your environment that you are comfortable. You've hung up photos of your friends and family. You've maybe decorated, here and there. Maybe you have posters of your favorite band hanging up on the wall. No matter the case, this does tell me that you've built and created a stable environment for yourself. It could mean that you've become so comfortable with your singlehood that maybe you're ready to try to get out there and date. Doesn't have to be. You're comfortable in your own company. Let's put it that way. Actually, that's probably the best interpretation I could have given, ever, for this card, the Nine of Pentacles. I am comfortable in my own company. And yeah, what else can be said? This is probably the best interpretation I could have given. And probably the best energy to be in to attract a romantic partner or a potential romantic partner. With the Moon card in the challenge, usually with the Moon card and any other placement in a spread, forest, our intuition is needed to be used to get us out of that dark woods. There are secrets being hidden in the shadows, right? When the sun comes up, all is illuminated. We can see the truth. We have clarity. All secrets become truth. They're no longer secrets. We don't have to use our intuition to guide us out of confusion and illusion, right? But with the Moon card in the challenge, maybe you're finding it challenging to use your intuition to guide you out of this dark situation. But Rick, what kind of a dark situation are you talking about when we're comfortable with our own company? We've created our own stability, our own comfortable environment, a comfortable home. I don't know. That's a good question, follower of mine. That is a good question. Somehow, both these cards are creating the storyline that is the Scorpio Collective reading. Only the Scorpio Collective can tell me how this resonates. Hello, hello. Hope all is well. I can't imagine this dark situation y'all are trying to use your intuition to guide you out of is being comfortable in your own environment, a stable home. Woe is me, I'm comfortable with my own company. I've defeated my demons. I've done the shadow work, let's say. I can't imagine that being the case. But yes, maybe at this time you are finding it challenging or difficult to see your way out of confusing times at the very least. The Star card, with the person in your environment, how they're showing up to the Scorpio Collective reading. Maybe they are an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Maybe they have Aquarius somewhere in their chart. Does not have to be. The Star card is, yes, associated with the Aquarius, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're dealing with an Aquarius. What it does mean is this person, no matter what their zodiac sign is very optimistic for the future. Maybe they're reinventing themselves. Maybe they are healing. Maybe they're trying to be a healing energy for you, or a healing influence for you, Scorpio. Especially if you are a little bit confused. Maybe this confusion is about this person. Maybe it's not about this person at all. And they're coming around to I should actually cover these puppies up. Yes, because normally the the star card depicts either an angel or ancient alien theorists would suggest that angels are actually aliens, but no matter the case, for anyone that is so grounded in their suspicion that aliens and angels have nothing to do with each other, we'll just say that it's an angel. Yeah, this card usually is depicted with the angel's puppies hanging out. Angel's puppies hanging out. Yes, her puppies. With that being said, I'm going to cover them for y'all so that no puppies are being shown on TikTok. I apologize if they were showing for a split second. No matter the case, it could be that they are very healing for you. Their energy is very healing to be around. Could be that they are very optimistic, and that optimism is healing. Their optimism for the future could be very healing as well. I do feel like this could be a friend. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner or a potential romantic partner. But yeah, this person could bring some sort of knowledge to you, some sort of gift, some sort of wisdom. Do keep in mind, cover up these puppies again. Do keep in mind the waters that the water bearer is pouring are waters of knowledge, waters of wisdom, waters of futuristic knowledge and reinventive knowledge, reinventive ideas, right? So maybe this person's ideas are so like rejuvenating to you, like, wow, is this Libra or Scorpio? It definitely is the Scorpio collective reading. Thank you for asking. And you are a Scorpio as well. I do remember you. I've actually remembered a lot of my fellow followers that have showed up. So yes, a quick recap for any Scorpio collective follower of mine that just showed up. Nine of Pentacles in the situation does tell me that maybe you have created a comfortable environment for yourself, maybe in the home. Stable, secure, comfortable. Maybe it's just telling me that the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus, is comfortable with their own company now. Maybe more so than they have ever been. The Moon card in the challenge tells me that there's something the Scorpio collective is going through that is a little difficult or challenging to use their intuition to guide themselves out of this dark forest, out of a dark situation that they're in currently. But you have a friend, a family member, a coworker, someone somewhere outside your own personal bubble, maybe a potential romantic partner, that is very healing, showing up for you with maybe reinventive ideas. Thank you for the follow there, Tinkerbell. By the way, I am trying to cover up this angel's puppies, so TikTok doesn't want to, or YouTube for that matter. But yeah, it could be this friend, this family member, coworker, this potential romantic partner has new ideas, has optimism that is just waking you up, like, yeah, I never thought of it that way. Right? And it's really optimistic. Optimism can be very what's the word I'm looking for? Contagious? It can be very contagious if the energy is right. Knight of Wands. And the similarities or common ground between you both does tell me that this person and you aren't necessarily in each other's lives all the time, like 100%. Like a player-esque energy of like, you know, I'm giving a little bit of effort into the situation now. Now I'm just going to go over here and give effort into this situation. It does not happen. It does not have to be that you both are being players with each other, but I will give the example that this is kind of player-esque energy. At the very least, you both are giving in effort and then giving effort to yourselves. There's an energy of passion. There's an energy of creativity. There's an inspiration of forward movement. Inspiration by the both of you. It could be that both are throwing new ideas at the wall to see what sticks. Gotcha, fucker. There was a huge fly just buzzing around. It finally landed right there and I got him with my hat. Gotcha, fucker. Sorry, PETA. With that being said, Knight of Wands, yes, maybe you both are throwing new ideas as to how to move things forward. Maybe with the creative project. Maybe with this creative project that you're about to host at your home. Like, hey, we have a lot of ideas as to how to make this painting, you know, make this, maybe it's band practice. Maybe you are trying to gather a bunch of band members and write some music. Hey, I have an idea. My home is comfy. I've got tons of space in my basement. Let's make this happen. Yeah, we can even do this and do that. Oh, but I've got some really good ideas as well. Let's throw these ideas at the wall, see what sticks, collaborate, be on the same page. And if we're not on the same page, we'll just keep coming up with new ideas. You know, if it doesn't stick, throw those ideas out. Keep the ideas that work until they no longer work. With that being said, the Page of Pentacles as the possible outcome and or advice. I do feel like it is never a bad idea to let your ego sit down and attempt to learn something from this person. I don't know why this is coming to me, but if you are the type that feels like Scorpio Collective, if you're the type that feels like you have to win an argument, you have to be right, keep in mind, no matter if this is romantic or not, would you rather be happy in order for the situation to be optimistic and or fruitful, mind you, fruits of labor. If you want these fruits of labor to blossom, to be ripe, you might have to sit down and allow someone else's value to shine through and learn from them. I say this because the Page of Pentacles is the student, the pupil of sorts, the Jedi Padawan for all the Star Wars fans out there. So it could be that you're needing to sit down, allow this person to shine, have the classroom per se, and teach you a little bit of their wisdom. It could be that with the Page of Pentacles, that this person, yes, has something to teach, something of knowledge to give. And I mean, the Star card said just that anyways, that they're optimistic, they have a little bit of waters of knowledge to pour into you, into the situation, right? And maybe your ego telling you, you know, No, you got some wisdom. Let them have it. The ego is going to be comprised of fear or confusion. And if the confusion is drowning out your intuition, making it difficult or challenging to get out of a dark situation, allow this person to show you the way. And it doesn't even have to be that extreme or drastic of an example, that it's like such a dark time for the Scorpio collective. No. Maybe at the very least, it's confusing how to direct energies in your favor. And it's like, well, this person definitely could have some reinventive ideas. Allow this person to come through for you. With that being said, we do have one card we need to pull for the Scorpio collective so we can close out this reading. What is that one card? What does the Scorpio collective need to know moving forward so we can close this reading out? 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the card we need to see to close out this reading. Ooh, is it Otter? Wow, I love this deck. Keeping it in check. Are we keeping our ego in check? Are we keeping the confusion in check? The fear? Interesting. A few more seconds to appreciate the artwork, and I will read. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. One more time. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. I need to really take heed of this card because I am Scorpio Moon. That is so interesting. What are we moving too quickly into? Definitely take caution of this card. I don't know how this plays into the storyline of this reading, but I mean, yeah, you definitely could be moving too quickly, listening to your ego, like, no, let's go, go, go. Sure, the ego is here to keep us safe, and if we feel super familiar with the situation that we could definitely be moving too quickly into, maybe it's time to sit back, observe, let someone else take the reins, allow them to take the lead in a situation, even though our ego could possibly be telling us, no, we've been here before, this is so familiar. Let them show you their value. That being said, Scorpio, I hope this helped. This is what I have. At the very least, I hope it was entertaining. At the very most, maybe it was... I still can't think of the word, but no matter the case, I hope it was helpful, y'all. Do keep in mind, I will be uploading this video to my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe so you do not end up missing out on future live streams. I also do personal paid readings on Sundays, $20 through Cash App for a 5-card reading. 3-card reading is $10. That being said, I hope to see you between now and then, or in the next Scorpio Collective reading. Enjoy the rest of y'all's week. Much love, y'all. Take care, and good night.